My deputy and I will take a 20% pay cut, and our cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries have accepted a 10% pay cut with immediate effect.
A gesture lauded and critiqued in equal measure barely a day after the announcement was made, a measure which slashes the president's pay pack by 250,000 shillings from his monthly gross pay of 1.2 million shillings and a further 210,000 from the deputy president's 1,050,000 shillings monthly pay. But coming from perhaps the most unexpected quarters is a backing from members of parliament always known for their persistent push for pay rise. Now they are ready to take the cue from the executive and have their salaries slashed by 10%.
So Mkaninikega 10% yake atatoa, and he will be one of those members of parliament by next week atasign hiyo maneno na tuende.
Myself, like my brother Kaninikega, I have agreed 10% reduction of my salary, not next year, today. Na hiyo pesa nasema iwekwe ndani ya basari ya tetu.
Deputy President William Ruto calling on all other legislators to do the same.
We want to have a conversation as Kenyans. If we spend 93% of all the resources we collect on recurrent expenditure, we need to have a conversation. How are we going to develop if only 7% of our resources are available for development?
Should this pass, it means if the 349 members of the National Assembly that now earn a gross pay of 710,000 shillings each were to take, say, a 10% pay cut, they would take home 639,000 shillings a month. Now, with the 349 members of the National Assembly and 67 from Senate, they would collectively save 354,432,000 shillings each year. This, together with what was to be saved from pay cuts from the executive, the country stands to save over close to 400 million shillings. The leader of majority in parliament has yet another proposal.
We will reduce those commissioners to 3 and put them on a part-time basis so that we reduce on their vehicles, on their salaries, on their allowances.
There are 10 constitutional commissions established under the law, each with between 3 to 9 commissioners. The country is currently spending around 90 million shillings each month to pay these commissioners, a figure that translates to 1.8 billion a year to keep them in office, thus making a case for the reduction. Some analysts, however, hold the view that the Constitution bars Kenyatta and Ruto from the pay cut, as envisaged in Article 151, Clause 2 of the Constitution, which states the remuneration, benefits and privileges of the President and Deputy President shall not be varied to their disadvantage while in office. Never mind that this decision was their own choice.
So he could even write letters, he could pontificate about it, say he doesn't even want that salary, but he has to be paid. Whoever, if the paymaster today said, I'm going to pay him 20% less, any Kenyan can go to court and seek his removal on the basis that he has broken the law, because he would have broken the constitution.
Punguza mshahara yao na 20%. Wanataka wengine wafuate hivyo hivyo. Sasa waambia upunguze mshahara na bei ya mkate bado iko ile ile. Na kodi ya nyumba ni ile ile. Na uli ya matatu ile ile.
I hope this is not laying a foundation to spiral down and reduce the salaries and wages of poor Kenyans who are not even earning enough. Because tomorrow they will tell us, walimu pia punguza 20%, wafanyakazi punguza 20%. I assure you will be there to fight and resist that.
So are these cuts feasible in the shortest time possible to ease the SRC's headache of reducing the 400 billion shilling wage bill that has stretched the country into paying salaries beyond its means? That will inform pertinent discussion at a national dialogue conference to be held on Monday. Jacky Maribe, Citizen Weekend.